is difficult to understand. Am I in Ireland or in Middle East? I am Dario. I am from Monterosso, Bergamo. I have been loving football since I was a child. I have played in the streets since back then, together with Idris, Pari, and Mama. We were a very good team, but we have never won anything. Just like Atalanta. When I was old enough, we started to go to Curva Nord, together with my friends, Jeski and Sese. In our teenage, without knowing it, we saw the best years of Atalanta history. We started from the fight to avoid relegation. At the time, Eddie Rea was the trainer and Bellini was the captain. My favorite player was Bukhari Dramé back then. Then, all of a sudden, a wizard came on the bench of our team. Gasperini arrived to Atalanta and he brought us into Europe. Being teenager, we didn't realize we were living the history of our city. Everton, Dortmund. Then, 3 years ago, I moved to the Netherlands. I didn't stop to follow Atalanta. Actually, I made other people from all around the world starting to love it. I went to watch the Leverkusen game in Leverkusen with a Dutchie and a British guy. While I was in the Netherlands, I realized that the best way to move around is by bike. So I decided, seeking for adventures, that I wanted to go for a cycling trip. I packed just one sleeping bag, one tent, and this Atalanta scarf, and I started the trip towards Middle East. The first day, I broke my hand. A bit of polente coniglio, and I was back on the bike. Actually, that time, I was together with Jeski, and with him, we cycled through the Balkans. Do you recognize him, actually? And now, since 1 month, I am cycling through Turkey. I have observed the incredible hospitality of people that don't have much, maybe just some food and a roof, and they are happy to share even that. Behind there, on the other side of the valley, there is Syria. I'm not going there, but 20 kilometers and I would have been in Kobane, the fortress of Kurdish resistance against IS 6-7 years ago, now completely forgotten. At the time, US promised to Kurdish a state, Kurdistan, gave them weapons, and in that way Kurdish defeated IS exactly there on the other side of the valley. But After the war, US forgot about it, I guess. So there is no Kurdistan yet. So I'm still in Turkey. I will not go to Syria, of course. But at a certain point, Atalanta decided to write a new, incredible page of our history.
Raga, che gol al volo, guarda.
Suddenly, I found myself spending all my money to buy a flight to go to Dublin. The first step was to go to the Antalya airport and to fly to London. Well, actually, I was already in the eastern part of Turkey, so the bus to go there is 15 hours drive. There is a small problem. I drank probably something not healthy in the desert, so I started to feel very bad. For 4 days I was not able to move from the bed. So I had to get the bus anyways, and it was not the most pleasant thing to do.
So today is Saturday, and Wednesday Atalanta is playing the final. 15 hours in the bus, I'm not looking forward for it. So while I am in Antalya and I am walking through blackberries, I must say, so far this trip has been a nightmare. At least Antalya is incredibly nice on the other hand, and the person who is welcoming us in her house is a nurse, so she's taking care of me, and she lives literally on the sea. I go down these stairs and I am in this incredible place. Unfortunately, I cannot swim, and tomorrow morning at 9 I fly to London.
First one is already there. While I fly to London, let me explain something. Atalanta has never been a big team. Actually, we have won just one trophy in 1963. However, this fact didn't prevent the hooligans to be one of the best in Italy. Around the 80s, the group Brigate Nerazzurre became legendary. They were anarchist and left-wing. During the 90s, there were internal fights against the wild cows that were politically completely on the other spectrum. And finally, in 2005, Boccia created a new curva that actually is apolitical and that pushed the team again until few years ago. I want to stress this point. Without winning anything, Atalanta Ultras were one of the best all over Italy. Then Gasperini arrived, and finally he made us travel across Europe. I'm in London now. History is coming. Which are your feelings about tomorrow, Wednesday night?
I guess our... Do it again. I think we're gonna win the match.
What do you do if Atalanta wins?
For sure, I will link tattoo on my arm here.
Okay.
The cup.
Okay.
So this is the first thing that I will do. Probably the first thing will be like drinking a lot of pints in Dublin, a lot of Guinness.
Would you invade the field?
Yeah, that's the first thing. If we not receive the Daspo, then lot of pints and then the ink. First half, 1-0 Atalanta, Terunco miners. Second half, they score a goal in the 91st minute, Boniface. But then Atalanta will score at the 95th minute.
Who?
Gianluca Scamacca.
This is most important. For €1 or £1, you can get this incredible package. So who am I to stop myself to buy it? I already want to show you it's silver, bro.
We'll see you then. So if I find Roberto Baggio, I'm gonna go home naked.
It's a bit disappointing.
Austria.
I was wishing many things, but not the logo of the Austrian Federation. Also in London, always on a bike. Now I hope they will give me the visa to go to Turkmenistan from Iran, and from there I will go to Uzbekistan. Why is it a mission impossible? Because usually they don't give it. It's very difficult to get it, and now I will try in London. Cross your fingers for me that maybe we are going to Turkmenistan. So, bad news. Turkmenistan embassy in fucking UK does not issue transit visa. So I have to do all the process with the agencies and pay a lot of money. So maybe I will not go to Turkmenistan, most likely. Maybe I will try to go to Ankara. I have to think about it. But otherwise there is always the option of Afghanistan. After Iran, Afghanistan, why not, right? Alone. Well, I guess you will find out if I actually go there. Hang on. Afghanistan. Great. Andritz, how do you feel about the game?
I'm quite nervous, but very positive.
Prediction for the game?
No.
Prediction for the game?
Frimpong goal in the first 20 minutes.
Okay. Final score?
Final score 2-1, Cup Miners, Scamacca.
What happens if Atalanta wins? You would go without asking and kiss a bald head.
Okay, perfect.
Yes?
Yes, for sure.
Io for te vado in Cina in bici. How is the situation with the tension? Like, give me a percentage of your tension in this moment. From 1 to 7, how tense are you?
5.5.
Do you plan to be more tense later? It is not important if we will win tonight. The real win is the fact that Pari came all the way here through France because the tickets were too expensive otherwise. It took him 15 hours to do it. Mama was in Lisboa, in Portugal, and he decided to fly to London and then to Dublin just for one single game. This is the win already. The adventure, the travel. It's not important if in the end we're gonna win or lose. Plot twist, we won.
Bergamo, tieni gli occhi aperti, è successo veramente! L'Atalanta ha vinto l'Europa League!
Casa intraprendente. Brava cazzo.
So pizza review also in Ireland. This very small slice of pizza was €5.50, and then they say that blasphemias and blasphemies are not good.
Infatti fa schifo. Me ne pigli una, fra, per favore. Ha detto che
Yeah. Hello everybody. Today is 23 May 2024 when I will have a child, okay, from of love of my life. I take here my wife and partorisce qua, non so dirlo partorisce.
She will
Qua,
give.
fai vedere. Metto giù la branda e partorisce.
Ancora una volta ti scrivo nel buio. Sei lontana, ma nelle scorse notti ti ho sentita respirare nei miei dormiveglia. La vita mi ha travolto. Ero malato ed ho visto la storia della mia gente compiersi in un momento unico che non si ripeterà mai. Ho provato l'emozione di non sapere dove dormire fino all'ultimo, il brivido dell'incertezza. Mi bastano i vestiti che ho addosso ed un sogno da perseguire. Ho avuto accanto amici di una vita, conosciuti su un campo di calcio quando non sapevamo cosa fosse un pallone. Il concetto di felicità ha trovato compimento nei loro occhi lucidi. Ho visto la coppa specchiarsi nelle loro lacrime. A quel punto sono stato felice anch'io. Il tentativo paga l'esistenza. Ho guardato la gradinata scorrere veloce sotto di me, la distanza dal campo ridursi, il groviglio di urla e di corpi. Mi sono trovato sottosopra, schiacciato da tutti i lati. Da lì ho potuto scorgere il cielo d'Irlanda. Ho amato la vita. Allora ti ho pensata.